Hey guys, look what I got. That's right, I got the UMX Sbach 342 3D. And I am quite excited because I used some birthday money to get this. And it came really quick and it looks cool as can be. So let's open up the box so I can show you guys how cool this thing looks. Okay, so here is how it looks inside the box. As you can see, there really isn't much in here except for in the upper left hand corner, and I'll get to that here shortly. We've got the plane. It is striking. It's a beautiful color scheme on this thing, and it should be very easy to see in the sky. And I like that because not every plane I have is easy to see in the sky, and that can be a big problem very quickly, especially as dynamic as this plane is. Here are the side force generators that I alluded to a second ago, and these go on the end of the wing and they add a little bit more stability in 3D flight. You can have a little more dynamic range with what you're doing with the plane with the assistance of these. Alright, so here's a look at the plane. It is a very striking plane. One thing I did notice about this is that there are some dents and dings in it already out of the box. Some on the wing there, and this wing right there too. Also noticed on the bottom part of the rudder, I'm not sure if the camera shows that, but the tip has been crinkled. Looks like they just threw it in the box way too quickly, like they didn't even care. Another thing that I noticed that's not really plane specific, the foam that they're using in these boxes these days stinks. I mean, it reeks, like chemically gonna give you cancer kind of a smell. I'm not sure when that changed. I think I noticed it right around the Archer, when I got my Archer several months ago, that they've started making a change there somehow, some way. It should go away. Shouldn't be that big of a deal long term, but yeah, I thought I would share that with you guys, that foam stinks. I'm doing this in my bedroom, and as soon as I'm done doing this, I'm going to pull that box the heck out of here. So now, I'm going to show you guys battery hatch. And no, I clearly did not practice that off camera. So as you can see, the magnets are in the front. Boom. Very strong magnets. It actually took me a little bit to get the right pressure to get that off. There's the battery bay. Looks like we've got a little bit of room to play with the center of gravity. Actually pretty nice space if you look back in there. Now with the 3D bird, which is what this has the potential to be, at least at a lower level, you want to put the CG, the battery, back a little bit farther. It's a little bit more off kilter, so you can do more tricks, things like that. I plan to fly at a little bit more scale. That's how I do things. But I do like the idea eventually of being able to try and do some 3D tricks. Yes, extra. You heard that correctly. And you can see on this underside, it helps with orientation. The top and bottom are very different in the design patterns, so that will help, especially if you're doing 3D, but really, depending on what's going on in the sky behind you and things like that, it can make a big difference between a good day flying and a really bad day flying. A couple cool things that I noticed. Here we've got the carbon spar going across, which is, it's more and more standard with Horizon Hobby planes these days, which is a very good thing. Also, because this is a 3D bird, or potential to be a 3D bird, looks like they reinforced the rudder quite a bit. This is a nice, really well made piece, and the rudder slips into there, and that's definitely going to add some longevity to this plane. One of the things that I don't like about this, and it reminds me of my polecat, these wheel pants are just cheap crap. They're probably going to break very, very quickly. I notice already that this is super sloppy, so As soon as I take off in the air, it's probably going to be pointed down. I'll land with it like this. It'll snap off, and so on. This one's pretty good, but you know what? You're only as strong as your weakest link. As you can see, the manual is on the back of the box. That will let you know what is going on with your settings, how to set it up in your radio, whichever radio it is that you have. As you can also see, I have the plane packed up, and I am really looking forward to doing a maiden flight with this, and that is coming up next.
Just don't get too slow. Wheel pant hanging down. Ain't gonna hover. Oh, it tricks right over my head? It's alright. Oh, a twofer. Oh, oh.
That was going so fast I didn't even know where I was.
I was wondering if you were going to know which way was up.
No, I wasn't, especially as dark as it is.
Yeah.
Full throttle.
Money.